AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. I thought the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now. It's Fletcher, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Rhodes. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Derrick Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd down, it's Fletcher. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. For the Chiefs. Off the play fake. Rhodes. He finds Humphreys. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fact.
They'll run on first down. Fletcher. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Time to check the defensive starters here for Kansas City. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
We had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what was fun to me was hear him say, I like what we did, but we need more pressure on the quarterback this week. What he wouldn't tell us, though, was how he was going to create it. Is it going to be just the front four? Is it going to be three? Is he going to bring linebacker, secondary? This will be fun to check out.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll take it down here just shy. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. From the gun on third down. Rhodes. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis there to make the grab. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you? On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check right.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. And quickly now, a look at the Kansas City offense.
An excellent year, obviously, because they got the open week, had the bye. But the one thing you always worry about, the rust factor. And I had a coach say to me one time, when you have that open week, you often think about scrimmaging so you're ready to go the next week. But you know you can't. So you cross your fingers and hope your guys are ready to roll.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. On the defensive side, here are the starters for Tennessee. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We've got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. maybe they did some of that.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. On first down, it's Fletcher. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to have a third down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Rhodes. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And now here comes Kansas City. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the draw, they go to Geis. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. For the Chiefs field goal. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks,
after the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
and if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss rolling in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On now is the Titans punter. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's into the hands of Edwards. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. On 1st down, this is Geis. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's Geis on the counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what...
Yellow. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 12. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position.
Let's go now. Get the flag. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. On 3rd down, Rhodes, and that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Watch out for Hill on the return. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Out come the Titans now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Off play action. Rhodes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. Throwing on 3rd and long. Rhodes. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on 2nd down. Rhodes. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
For 7 so far in this game. This.
52. 52's the mic. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Operating from the gun. Rhodes. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Kick the Pittsburgh. Come off the ball.
Off the play fake. Rhodes. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Off play action. Rhodes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rhodes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end. But sometimes
after the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on Darius Geis. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the 2nd quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
He probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rhodes. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. To throw on 2nd down. Rhodes. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time. The Titans on 3rd. Not quite 50%. From the gun. Rhodes. He's got Smith here. And he's got this down to the 35.
Let's go, baby.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready? Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, yo. All down. All down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus?
Down. They've hit on half. This is 3rd and 9.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Operating from the gun. Rhodes got him in. It's Brown. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep it. Time here today. From 47 yards out. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. His confidence should be...
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, check, 49, check.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A second broken tackle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, it's Hill, complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 9. Third down. Just one. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had it. Now for the second time here today. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 29-yard attempt.
Hustle, hustle.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful division. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down?
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And now here comes Kansas City. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact. Well, they were handed great start on this drive, but now they...
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Now here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll... So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is...
Don't get nervous. Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's top right there. Hey.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
2nd and 2. It's caught. Humphreys. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, Rhodes. He gets it to Humphreys. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rhodes. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. We've already punched 2 tickets to the championship round this weekend. We'll get back to you guys and punch a 3rd in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. And it's the Cleveland Browns who will fight on as they were able to take care of the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part.
Now he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This is Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rhodes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Hill on the return. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out come the Chiefs now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete. Bernard. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive. Rhodes. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Draw play. This is Henry. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Back to throw. Rhodes.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On now is the Titans punter. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because The receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Man open left side is Brown. He's got the first down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either. On first down, Henry. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Rhodes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. So they did not bring pressure, and turns out probably a bad idea.
Yeah, he had time to stand in the pocket and deliver a strike. So I'm wondering if they're going to note that, and next time just go ahead and bring that pressure.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rhodes. It's caught by Royal. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rhodes out to the right to Humphreys. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Offense in this second half. 10.
Come on.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Looking to throw. Rhodes. It's caught. Smith. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they...
Got it. Check mark 50. Mike is a 50. Check mark 50. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On third down, Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. From the gun, Rhodes. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game. You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Let's go. Let's do it.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. 2, here's 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. A bullet throw, but incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just... It's gotten them.
It's part of the formula.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 36 yards out. And Butker able to put this one through. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually able to give their defense a...
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing to start the drive. Rhodes. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Operating from the gun. Rhodes, and caught by Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, Rhodes. He gets it to Brown, complete. He's got the first down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Rhodes, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the counter, it's Henry, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Coming on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Rhodes throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football. To throw again. Rhodes got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. On 3rd and 2. Rhodes. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here on 4th down. They're
Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Shift.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Yellow. 55, Mike, 55. Watch the back.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Here we go, D. All day.
first down. Rhodes. And this one complete to Smith. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. This will go for 5 up to the 33. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory, backed up.
And they're indeed.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. Right, 54. Hey, tight.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they get him down, but not before. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And taking it across. On 1st down, Mahomes. That's complete. Bernard. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 30.
Check. Walk 54. I'm coming after you.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Inside the 15. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. This will be caught at about the 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's also third down. Now it's Mahomes again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And we spotlight.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They begin with Henry, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Baby, get him, boy. Get him, boy. Here we go. Let him know, let him know.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rhodes. He's got Smith here. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 15. 50 seconds.
Yellow. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the... 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial... Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. To go, but they need no doubt. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of... Coaches tell us, well, when you...
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just...
Switch it.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to... On both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.